Good morning, class, or good afternoon. Today is your very first edition of Friday Fun Day. Just to give you a little background on what this is, when we're going to be back to regular school on Fridays, I'd like to take the last, say, 20 minutes of class, maybe debate some of the news stories that are going on, and then kind of finish on a positive note with some funny things, dumb laws, dumb crooks, some things like that. And then most importantly, draw tickets from you guys. And that way, if your ticket gets drawn, you get a document of the week pass. Now you get to use that anytime throughout the year. If you win one, it's a great thing to keep, to have in case like 1 week is a crazy busy week, or maybe you forgot. It's just good to have that sort of insurance policy because it doesn't get you out of the document of the week. That would just be like exempting. You not only don't have to do it, you get a 10 out of 10 the week you turn that in. Now, in our virtual world, if your ticket gets drawn, I write it down, and then all you have to do is shoot me an email that says, hey, I don't want to do the work this week, use that pass. You could even write that in your attachment, just use my pass if you've won one. So I don't want to stop doing that. It's hard to debate and discuss news stories, but we could still do the positive thing because I just think it's good. We need more positivity out there, so we will continue to do the Friday Fun Day. Now, academically, you don't need this video, but you might want to watch it just in case you win a document of the week pass, because it's going to be hard to use a document of the week pass if you don't know you won it. I will probably film some of these from some goofy locations because I'm a nerd and I think that's funny, and I'll probably have a few guest hosts. But for the very first one, I'll just do this from where you normally see me at my desk at Sandusky High School. So let's start off with some dumb laws. I have 50 states worth of dumb laws. Most of these are old laws that for some reason they haven't taken off the books. They could not be enforced. They absolutely could not be enforced, but they are still on the books in whatever state we're mentioning. Some of them are upsetting. Some are just weird. So we're going to do one state this week. We're going to do Arkansas. So these are laws in Arkansas. It is illegal in Arkansas for a river to go higher than a bridge. So I guess if there's a flood, the river gets a ticket. This one, not funny at all, very gross, but it gives you an idea of where our country was, say, 100 years ago. Oh, I hope this was 100 years ago. In Arkansas, you may only physically abuse your wife 1 time per month. So it used to be legal to beat your wife, and they inexplicably had this law that said, but only once a month. Oh, disgusting. It's illegal to keep or raise alligators in bathtubs. Now, I put that one under just the weird category, just because remember, yeah, you shouldn't raise alligators in your bathtub, but it must have been such of a problem that somebody actually said, oh, we should make a law. That's the way I think about all of these. You think to yourself, oh, this was so frequently occurring, we have to make a law about this. In Little Rock, Arkansas, it is illegal for dogs to bark after 6 p.m. And in Little Rock, Arkansas, it's illegal to flirt in public. If you get caught flirting in public, 30 days in jail. Oh, some of you would be so doomed, so doomed. Okay, the other thing I'll read from is the Stupid Crook book of Dumb Crooks. Listen, breaking the law is dumb, as it is. But these particular individuals from this book, this author, Leland Gregory, who's gathered these from all over the world, these criminals not only made the dumb decision to break the law, they did it in a particularly exceptionally stupid way. So the first one is from Seattle, Washington. And this book is 5 years old, so these crimes are at least 5 years old. But in Seattle, Washington, a man was stealing gas. Now that may sound weird to you, but you go back to like the mid 2007, 2008, gas was up to $4 a gallon. And it was more common for people to steal gas. Now, I'm not going to get into how people stole gas, but one, it's dangerous. 2, it's illegal. But it ends up with you using a tube and ending up with a little bit in your mouth if you do this the way that a lot of people were stealing gas. And this particular guy in Seattle, Washington, went to an RV park, and RVs, recreational vehicles, hold a lot more gas. So he had several gas cans, and he's like, oh, I'm going to hit the jackpot. So at 3 or 4 in the morning, he sneaks up to this RV thinking, oh, these people are sleeping, they'll never hear this. And he tries to steal all of this gas from this RV. He was discovered the next morning, about 7 a.m., with several empty gas cans and vomit around him. And he was passed out and very ill. And what our thief had done was he had attempted to steal gas from the wrong tank. You see, recreational vehicles carry what they call a black tank, where all of your water from like your toilet and things like that go. And so this guy, instead of sticking a tube and getting a mouthful of gasoline when trying to steal this, he accidentally tried to steal their sewer and got a mouthful of that, plus the chemicals that treat it. Oh, there's your dumb crook to start off our week. I'll do one last goofy thing before we draw tickets, and that is idioms. This is new this year. If you don't know what an idiom is, and my English teacher wife had to give me the exact word for this, it's some odd saying that people use all the time, maybe older people a lot of times, that you just, like, what's the origin of this story? So I'm gonna give you one this week. If you've ever heard the idiom or expression, cat got your tongue, you know, that means you're not talking. I don't know if you've ever heard that before. Maybe somebody, maybe your grandparents say, oh, cat got your tongue, why aren't you talking? This comes from ancient Egypt. This idiom is because people who are found to be lying, especially to people in the royal court, had their tongues cut out and fed to cats. So cat got your tongue, that's kind of a gruesome thing to have an idiom for, but that's where that comes from. So there you go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, time to draw tickets. So I'm gonna start off with first period. Now by the end of the year, these buckets will be full. I mean, full. Right now, I don't have that many in here. I do not know your names yet, but, and I'm also lazy, so I wrote initials on all these tickets, so I'm probably gonna have to look up who this is. But if your ticket gets drawn, you win a 10 out of 10 document of the week pass. Because of confidentiality, although you're just getting a pass, I'll probably just I'll read the initials and then probably your first name out loud. So for first period, and by the way, when I have guests on, I'll have them draw, so you don't think I'm trying to do something crooked, but I don't even know you guys yet, so hopefully you trust me to not artificially draw the wrong person. So our winner is JS. So who is JS? Jason Smith. Jason Smith. Oh, I guess I'm saying that last name, or did I make that up? Jason something just won a document of the week pass from first period. So Jason, anytime you want a 10 out of 10, one time, you say, I want to use my pass, it is here waiting for you. Third period. This is a rough group of kids right here. Third period. Okay, a few more tickets in here. And an IOU for a prize. I think I remember that. Okay, I think we cover that. We're going to cover that in the live session that in my world is happening in 10 minutes, but in your world happened yesterday. All right, so for third period, your winner of a document of the week pass. Please don't use next week on your very first one for a grade in honors. Non-honors, yours was graded this week. Honors, next week is your first graded one. Don't use it next week, but you can. ZC. Boy, it seems like that would be Zoe. Zoe, you are my third period winner. Zoe, you have a document of the week. Okay. Period. Not as many tickets in fourth period, I'm not gonna lie. That means I did not get a lot of the extra things turned in, but that's okay. These people did, so why focus on the negative? Let's focus on who did it. So fourth period, your document of the week pass, EM. Emery. Emery, you won the fourth period document of the week pass. Whenever you want to use this, let me know. You get a 10. AP class, that's advanced placement. College class, they don't get this. They don't have documents of the week. All they have is 3, 4, 5-page essays to do every week. So they don't care about documents of the week. Okay, so this is my last class, 7th period. Let's flip to their seating chart so I know who I'm calling on. And our very last document of the week pass for the first week, FS. Let's see. It should be easy to find, but I'm not that good at this. Faith. Faith, you have won your class period's very first document of the week pass, and this will be waiting for you for a 10 out of 10. That's all it is. That's all Friday Fun Day is. Next week, who knows where I'll film this or who will be in there, but I'm goofy, so I like to mix it up a little bit. I hope you guys had a good first week. We are going to hit the ground running a little bit more next week, and then by the week after that, we're actually going to be taking notes and moving forward on a normal chapter a little bit more, which is the way I like things. Get through all this fluff and then get to the good stuff. So it's been wonderful meeting everybody. Have a good week. Find something positive in the week yourself, and have a good week.